Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something I think we can all relate to, social media addiction. We're using Anthea Peries' book, How to Get Rid of Social Media Addiction, as our guide, to really understand its grip and, more importantly, figure out how we can take back our time.
You know that feeling, right? That little phantom buzz. You reach for your phone, positive you got a message, but there's nothing there. If you've ever felt that, you already know just how powerful and physical the pull of social media can be. So what is really going on?
Okay, so let's get into it. To really get a handle on this, we need to define what we're actually talking about. Because look, there's a huge difference between using social media and having social media use you. Author Anthea Peries calls it what it is, a technology addiction. And this isn't just about spending a lot of time online. It's about that compulsion, that feeling that you just have to check. And it's usually driven by stuff we all feel, right? Loneliness, boredom, or that deep down need for a little hit of approval, even if it's from total strangers. And a huge driver of this compulsion, you've heard of it, FOMO, the fear of missing out. And it's more than just wanting to be at the party. It's this constant, nagging anxiety that you're somehow falling behind, that everyone else is living a more exciting life. That feeling is the fuel that keeps us obsessively checking our feeds. And when you look at these symptoms, you can see how this thing just snowballs. It starts small, You're just spending a bit more time online. But then you start to feel genuinely anxious when you can't log on. And that leads to you putting off work or school. And the real irony, you end up isolating yourself from your actual friends and family.
So why is it so hard to stop? Why can't we just put the phone down? You might think it's a willpower thing, but it's not. The answer is literally inside our heads. It's all about brain chemistry.
Okay, this is the engine of the whole thing, the dopamine loop. You post something, you get a notification. Ping! Your brain releases a little hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical, and you want another one. But here's the really sneaky part. It's unpredictable. It's exactly like a slot machine. You pull the lever, or, refresh your feed, not knowing if you'll get a reward. It's that possibility that gets us hooked.
And this quote from the book just nails it. When she says it's like a drug, she's not being dramatic. It is not a metaphor. It is literally activating the same reward systems in your brain as other well-known addictions. We're talking about a powerful biological force that keeps us coming back.
All right, so we're caught in this loop. What's the big deal? What are we actually trading for all those likes and shares? What's the real-world cost?
Well, here's the trade-off, and it is a big one. We're swapping deep, real-world connections for these shallow online ones. We're building this giant network of online friends we might never even talk to, while at the same time we're putting off seeing our actual friends. We're seeking validation from strangers, but we end up feeling more lonely and disconnected from our own families. It's a really tough paradox.
And the cost isn't just social, not by a long shot. It hits our mental and physical health too. I mean, think about it. The constant comparison game can just wreck your self-esteem. The blue light from your phone messes with your sleep. And trying to focus on anything important? Good luck when your brain is used to a constant stream of new information.
Okay, get ready for this number. One study in the book found that some people spend over 60 hours a week on social media. Let that sink in. 60 hours. That is more than a full-time job. Imagine what you could do with all that time. Learn an instrument, get in shape, start a business. It's a huge chunk of our lives.
So, that's the problem. It sounds pretty grim, I know. But here's the good news. We can absolutely do something about it. So let's talk about the way forward, about how we can build a much healthier relationship with all this tech.
Now, the book has tons of great advice, but it really boils down to this simple 3-step plan. Step 1. Just delete the apps from your phone. Get rid of that easy one-tap temptation. Step 2. Set time limits. Be intentional about it. Decide you're only going to check for, say, 15 minutes a day, and stick to it. And step 3, and this one is crucial, find real-world things to do instead. Pick up a hobby, go for a walk, call a friend. You have to replace the old habit with a new, better one.
And that really brings us to the final, most important question. The goal here isn't to go live in a cave and abandon technology. It's about being in control. It's about making a conscious choice about how you spend your most valuable resource, your time. It's about you choosing, instead of letting an algorithm choose for you. So, what are you going to do with all that time you take back?